Hello, I am Zoc, and this is Data Forge. We got another exciting episode for you tonight. Checking out the latest, very exciting news with someone from the Keyforge community being hired by Ghost Galaxy. That's awesome. And some fun stuff with the latest deck sales, high SAS deck sales. And we'll crack a pack. So, cheers to you. Okay, let us jump right in, but wait! First, we just had yesterday a new emote release. This is Keyforge. So that emote is there, but if you have the better TTV extension, there's also the animated one. And you can get that for free as long as you have the extension. So that's fun too. And alrighty, let's jump right in. All right. So it'll be a quick episode tonight. We're gonna, of course, go over the news, the latest sales, crack a pack. No TCO Meta Watch tonight. No deck spotlight tonight. We'll see him next week. All right. So of course, the big news is yes, Luke Olson, aka Sky Jedi, has been hired by Ghost Galaxy, but I wanted to show you something before I check the news. No TCO Meta Watch. Look at this game. This game is an hour and 20 minutes. This is longer than the game last night. The last night's game was an hour and 4 minutes. But this one also has a cool name, so it's okay. Daniel, the only who apparently Colleen mixes up with Kevin. So there you go. A game that's lasted about hour and 20 minutes. So our hour and 4 minute game last night was nothing. We got to up our game. All right, jumping right into the news. The newest ghost in the galaxy. Yes, that's right. Go to keyforging.com, check out the video where they have a question and answer. But Luke Olson, aka Sky Jedi, was hired by Ghost Galaxy to be a new developer and assisting a number of tools used by many Archons. So he, of course, is responsible for the Archon Matrix, which is actually available on our Twitch stream. Except that didn't work. Let's see. Card, Quixel. Oh, okay. It finally pulled it up. It just pulled up the wrong deck. But he's also got his bot in all the discords. He's made the Locksmelt tabletop simulator mod. He's done so much for the community. A wealth of knowledge. So it's awesome that Ghost Galaxy recognizes that. He's also the developer of his own game along with Blinking Line, aka G Barger. They've developed Ardent Reaper. So he's got some game developing experience as well. I can't believe there was another game last night that was over an hour long. Oh, it's actually right now. It's going on right now. Let's load it up again. Is it still going? We'll we'll take a watch. We'll take a look at the game every so often. It's up to an hour and 21 minutes. So yeah, check out his interview at keyforging.com. Check out the video. It's really exciting because Ghost Galaxy is really showing that they value, I think, the community based off this. I don't think this is anything that FFG would ever do. Um, so yeah, I think that's exciting. I'm excited to see what other news that we get. There was kind of some other news actually. There's kind of some other news. And yeah, let's pull that up because I didn't actually plan it, but I just thought of it right now. And there's two other actually interesting pieces of news. The first is, let's pull it over here. Asmodee Italia has been contracted to distribute Winds of Exchange in Italy. So that's really good news for the international Keyforge community. Keyforge is huge in Italy, tons of great players. So it's really cool to see that they have a distributor for Winds of Exchange. It's actually just really good news for the game in general. So that is really good news. Let's see. What was the other thing? What were we talking? Wait. Game check. An hour and 23 minutes. They keep going. They keep going. Cheers to you, super long game players. Although I wasn't playing that game super long last night by choice. I counted up the Ember. I lost at least 46 Ember during that game. 46 Ember gone. That's over 7 keys worth of Ember. Gone. Okay. So, we got the Keyforge Italian news. We got the Sky Jedi news. The other interesting point that I wanted to bring up, and I'm not sure if this is news yet, but it was at least announced on their Facebook. The organizer who has done Gen Con tournaments announced that they are working with Ghost Galaxy to schedule vault tours. Let's see. And I'm not sure exactly what they said. Let's see. We will be converting this page to give information on vault tours and other official Keyforge tournaments. I look forward to an exciting 2023. So this is Arthur Kelly. He previously had scheduled lots of tournaments that people really liked at Gen Con that were unofficial. So I think it's actually really cool that Ghost Galaxy is also working with him to schedule vault tours. He's got a poll to give you a say into what type of vault tour you would like to see. I believe it is official. What's up, Murph? Nice to see you. And so he says specifically, we will be converting this page to give information on vault tours and other official Keyforge tournaments. I'm pretty sure it's official. I am guessing we're going to see something very shortly from Ghost Galaxy that confirms it. I don't think it's a pan page, although they need to get with the business and update their logo because they're using the old logo. So they probably need a graphic person. But I think it's just a one-man job. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It says Vault Tours 2023. This is an organizer for events already, so I don't think this is just like a fan page. I'm pretty sure this is official. And they say official. I believe them. I believe them. To give information on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I believe this is official, but that's the other news. It might be a teaser for upcoming Ghost Galaxy news. We'll see. We'll have to see. Yes, you're right. They don't say they're official, but they are. They are, Murph. Tell them you want something in Canada. Okay, so that's the news. Okay, game check. Oh no, the game finished. So their game was at least an hour and 23 minutes. At least an hour and 23 minutes. Um, so they beat us by at least 19 minutes from yesterday. Okay, on to our next segment, Fresh Marks, where we check out the latest high SS sales from the week. What's been listed for sale? What has got offers? What has sold? And there was actually a recent sale from someone that sometimes watches this show. So let's check it out. We'll first go through all the offers from the decks that we've looked at over all the weeks before this. And then we'll check out the new decks listed for sale this week. And one of those have already sold as well. Okay. So we're going to start with an offer on, been a few offers on AOA decks. So this is Carrier of Anti-Cave, 78 SAS being sold by Arentelong. Had an offer of 80 euros that has expired. Actually, an offer of 50 that was rejected, and then an offer of 80 that expired. So this is a Genka deck with a nice logos, lots of archiving in the logos. 0 amber control. Nepent seed. So yeah, not worth more than 80 euros apparently. The recent Keyforge Premier League qualifier has people looking back at AOA. There you go. There you go. AOA. AOA. It's got some good stuff. Got some good stuff. Next up is another AOA deck. 85 SAS. The Carpenter that hides smog. An amazing logos in this suite. And this has an offer of $150 that's been sent. No response yet. Been sent by Joker. It expires the 28th, so we'll have to see if people go for it. 50% of the field was AOA and 3/4 AOA in the top cut. Wow. I mean, I'm always looking at AOA, but there are very specific cards I want. That makes sense. Karen topped it with a 68 SAS AOA. I thought Emperor Riku topped it. Okay. So, is this worth $150? I guess we'll see. Let's see, they made the offer yesterday, so maybe they just haven't responded yet. I mean, this logo suite is just sweet. And we know Joker likes his Sanctum. Shadows has some steel in there. Looks fun, looks fun. Well, maybe he got it, but it's still listed that it's just an offer. It's not listed as sold yet, so we'll see. All right. Next up is a sale that did happen. Let's see. Oh, we don't have any details in here. This had a price of $300. It was an asking price of, I guess, probably 300 euros. And Quick Draw is the new owner. Yes, Quick Draw getting a banging deck. As Murph would say, I think it is dope AF. Let's check it out. We need to get some Dope AF and Rough AF animations, I think. But let's check it out. Double Chain Gang, Double Subtle Chain with Manchego and Ronnie Wristclocks. Double Trust No One. A Hawk in the Star Alliance Double Encounter Suit. Helmsman Spears, Kirkar, so you can encounter suit your Helmsman Spears. Double Lay Milan. Oh, sorry, Fudginator. I guess you can't do that because it's actually exclamation mark say. We'll get, we'll get to yours. We'll get to yours, Astron. And then this has a awesome Untamed. Double Unnatural Selection. Double Nature's Call.
Dope
Mimicry.
AF.
There you go. Grasping Vines. Ghost Hawk. The Fittest. So yeah, that one's exciting. No, you didn't sell anything, but there was an offer. I think we're gonna get to that offer. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I was looking at stuff from week past. I forget. There's so many decks. There's so many decks. We'll see. But I'm wondering what Quick Draw is thinking for the encounter suits here. Maybe one on Helmsman Spears. Where does he put the other? Is it on Chain Gang? Is it on Censor Chief Garcia? Is it on Kirkar? I don't know. But Quick Draw, new owner of a 90 SAS Worlds Collide deck. Congratulations. All right, next up. Oh, here we go. They didn't offer enough. This is the much improved Elder of Atlapio, being sold by Anxious Pirate, aka Ashron. There was an offer of $230 by Pipo of Keyforge, Portugal. Rejected. Rejected. So,
Rejected.
if you got more than $230 and you want to offer for it, it's still up for sale. Double Captain Val Jericho, Captain Val Jericho meta, and lots of other fun stuff. Exile your Decilis. Okay, and then what's up, Dinobot? Nice to see you. It's a great deck that's for sale. And then we have a deck from Easy Galena, aka Chelsea98, MJ Scott, Contour de la Froid. 93 SAS Mass Mutation has an offer of 300 euros that's been rejected. After offer of 250 that was also rejected. So, if you got upwards of more than 300 euros to spend, this could be yours. So the reason I like to go through these offers is this gives us a sense of how much are some of these decks worth. How much are some of these? That's right. This one is also
Rejected.
um, so it's interesting to see what offers get rejected because that gives us a little bit of a understanding of what does the market think. And obviously, every deck is worth something different to everybody, but it still gives us a little bit of sense of what's the market thinking for, especially some of these high stats decks. How much are they worth? So yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Okay. So that one is apparently worth more than 300 euros, at least to Easy Galena. And it looks like pretty sweet deck. Okay, finally we get into the new sales for the week. And we're going to start out with this Chinese deck. Let's see. Let's check out the name. Hey, you do you. If you want to put up one for sale, I'm not going to say it's going to be part of the stream because I do this all in advance. But okay, this one just went up for sale. It is the Marquess of Magic, Eliza Griffith. A 92 SAS mass mutation. Make an offer. Being sold by Dick Rowland, I think. Bennett R. I don't know. It's got 3 different owners. For Lithologica, double Chronos, autoencoder, QMax, lots of speed in logos, double Markadis, Lord Invidious, Guilty Hearts, and Mantle of the Zealot in Sanctum. That's fun. Smite, Equalize, Double Equalize, Ardent Hero. Not a lot of creature control. Damobot, Technofiend, Gorvanol, Decker, Baranon, Equalize. Not a lot of Ember control. I don't know. Rate Lithologica in this deck, Zoc. It is rough AF. Now, actually, so this one's a little bit different. The Sanctum in this deck is not doing much for you. It does have the artifact control, but it's not doing much for you. The Dis is decent. But what is this deck's game plan? Yeah, it's got the speed and logos. What's it going to do? I mean, you probably want to get like a disboard going with Lord Invidious and start stealing their creatures, but I don't know. All it takes is a board wipe, and that's gone. Then you go back into logos. And most of the time, you're just discarding stuff. Lethologica, overrated. It just discards all your good cards. That's right. All right, I'm going to have to see if I get a... Oh, hey, I just got a notification for a new sale. Who could that be? Who could that be? We'll get it. We'll get there. Okay, so this rough AF deck can be yours. Make an offer. I don't know. It's 8-1 in organized play. So I don't know. I don't know anything. All right, next up we have Olympia Paladina Delantro Akachi, I don't know. Sorry. A 90 SAS Coda deck. Whoa! Being sold by Dick Rowland. Make an offer. Time Traveler, Double Mother, Library Access with Phase Shift and Double Wild Wormhole. Arise, Control the Weak. Battle Fleet. You can Phase Shift your Battle Fleet. It has a Squawker and a Soft Landing for your mini Mars creatures. 90 SAS. What's up, Quick Draw? We already went over the deck you bought. Sorry, man. Mr. High Roller. 90 SAS. Yeah. Okay. Next up, Abrero Horner. 96 SAS. This one's already been sold. But Dick Rowland already bought this. Let's see. Did this have a price? Yeah, this was not listed for a price. But 96 SAS Mass Mutation already bought by Dick Rowland. He's definitely a high roller. Okay, we'll go back to the Quick Draw deck because we had questions. We had questions, Quick Draw. Where are you going to put your encounter suits? But first, let's go over this deck and then we'll get to the Quick Draw deck. Okay, a Barrero Horner, double Infernus, double Brabble, double Drekker, Obsidian Forge, double Mindfire, Auto Encoder with Novu Dynamo, good old sloppy lab work, double Lethologica. Oh no, you're discarding all your good cards. Kerzap, Zenzik. Ooh, the triple resurgence with auto encoder is really sweet. Really sweet. Ooh, it's got a pipped up key frog with a wild bounty. Let's check out this key frog. Let's go to the master vault that now has the pips. The key frog has an amber pip. That's nice. That's nice. And we have lots of ways to kill the key frog, actually. We have damage pips. We have a Savage Clash, which can kill it because we can put out a Gloriana's Attendant. So, we got ways to kill the key frog, too. All right. So, apparently Dick Rowland thought this was worth the bills. You can talk about encounter shit. All right. Okay, so yeah, Abrera Horner bought up very quickly by Dick Rowlands. So that is interesting. Okay, let's get back up to the deck. That quick draw bot. Let's get to the good stuff, and then we'll put a placeholder here for some dude named Astron. What? Selling decks during the stream. Okay. Dick Rowland is the real high roller. He's got an unlimited budget, I think. All right, here we go. VC. Oh, no, we need Quick Draw to say this. I can't pronounce this. This is a Quick Draw name. Sorry. 90 SAS Worlds Collide. Double Subtle Chain with Double Chain Gang is fun. Double Trust No One. Manchego is interesting. Ronnie Risk Clocks. Double Lay of the Land is nice. Quintrino Flux. Helmsman Spears with Kirkar, Garcia, and Double Encounter Suit. And then a really sweet Untamed with the Grasping Vines, Mimicry, Double Nature's Call, Regrowth, Double Unnatural Selection, and Ghost Hawk. All right, so where are you putting your Encounter Suits, Quick Draw? Oh, Quick Draw did it. VCEK detiene la Casone Adela Piglizia. Sorry, that's the best I got. Worlds collide. Close enough, close enough. Okay, I know you can do it better than I can. I know that for sure. I know it. But we all want to know, why'd you buy it? And where are the encounter suits going? And what other tricks do you have up your sleeve? Like, I feel like this needs a Kirby to get all those awesome untamed actions off in Star Alliance. The encounter suits kind of suck. Okay, I love the Super High C. The Super High C is so good in the current meta. Lots of good C. I love Unnatural Selection. It's like one of the coolest board wipes ever. And with the double Nature's Call, ooh, Nature's Call is a top 5 card like for the history of Keyforge. Just discard creatures and Untamed. Yeah, I can see that. Although you could Ghost Hawk your Helmsman Spears, clog their hand with Nature's Call and Grasping Vines. Oh yeah, we're colliding some worlds. What's up, Ketzer? Nice to see you. We're getting true insight from a high roller quick draw buying this 90 SAS deck. Trust no one for 6. Oh, that's the play. Discard your creatures so that you can get the high roll on the trust no one. Very nice. Very nice. Well, cool. I'm excited to see if it shows up like in your NKFL lineup next season or something and to see how it does. We can have a whole story segment of decks that have been sold on Fresh Mark segment and how are they doing in the NKFL. Like Dick Rowlands bought a bunch. Maybe he'll show up in his NKFL lineup next season. Red alert for token control. I've also been thinking about token control in decks when I'm looking on the secondary market. High is 89 SAS. 89 SAS is pretty good, but then there's 90 SAS. All right, well, congratulations, Quick Draw. That looks like a very spicy deck. Um, very unique, Untamed in Shadows. Yeah, it's all of them are unique. It's very cool. So cool. Yeah, I look forward to seeing it in action. I hope we see it like on a future Sloppy Lab Work episode. That's twitch.tv/Sloppy Lab Work. Or I hope to see it on a future NKFL match. I don't think I've seen any of your matches streamed, but you never know. Maybe we'll see it somehow, some way. So congratulations. That's really exciting. And thanks for the insight. Hey, iron, there's some iron groups there that are just as good as like gold and diamond. Like Keyforge players are so good top to bottom, and with so many new players that have joined the NKFL, um, yeah, you do have a fire group. You do have a fire group. Very cool. All right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Dinobot may be streaming it. In KFL, it is so popular. Both in KFL and the ABR League, I think there's more opportunities for some like spotlight events if done the right way. Maybe with like a couple different commentators doing it. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's opportunity there. All right. Thanks so much for the insight. That's really cool. It's fun to talk about a true sale with someone who's bought it. Okay, next up, another deck, another super cool AOA, and this isn't the highest AOA SAS that we're going to see for sale today, but this is one of them. 87 SAS, PL Noor, Motriles de Automate, being sold for asking price of 800 euros. Martian Generosity Key Abduction. Nice speedy logos. I always love seeing Eureka. And honestly, this Sanctum isn't bad. The double blinding lights, Doorstep to Heaven, Golden Aura on a proliferator could do some work. Abad the Grim to delay a little bit. Is it worth 800 euros? Yeah, I don't know. That is a bit of a much money there. Yeah, everybody's saying not worth it, and I'd have to agree. But I've never bought a deck. I'm not a shark yet on the secondary market. I haven't bought much at all. Although I want to. I need to fill some holes in my lineup. Okay, so that's PL Noor, a high SAS AOA, but there's going to be a spicier one. Okay, next up we have Nemesis Alienista di Tessoropoli. 89 SAS Worlds Collide. Asking price of 400 euros. A really nice logos here. Graph, Tau Vapors, Memory Chip, Code Monkey, Daughter, Eddie, Igor, Neutron Shark, and Reassembling Automaton with a so it's got Shark Tomaton. It also has Tribute Exile and Tribute on Automaton. Spartosaur. There you go, Dinobot. Spartosaur deck. And in the shadows we have Hawk, Too Much to Protect, Snack Lifter. This could do some fun tricks where you get like Snack Lifter out and a Neutron Shark, and then you Code Monkey them so that you can steal another artifact. I mean, it's got the Neutron Shark, it's got the Snack Lifter, it's got the Hawk. This deck eats up artifacts. Yeah, yeah, totally. So this is a interesting deck actually. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Saurian creatures. So you could load up in Logos, archive all your Saurian, and then come out, put a giant board out. I don't know. I think it could do some stuff. Yeah, 800 is 2 months of rent and bills for me. Yeah, yeah, that's some people have that budget. I do not have that budget also for Keyforge decks. I don't think I've spent more than 30, 30 or $40 on a deck. Uh, but I've opened a lot of decks. But I am looking at higher stuff. I was trying to buy one for 50 euros and the guy just wouldn't respond to me. So yeah, this is a pretty cool looking deck. Asking price is 400 euros. Not sure if it's worth that much. I don't know. I'd have to test it. But I'm probably not going to. Yeah, that's right. Winds of Exchange. Keyforge budget waiting for the new meta. Okay, next up we have Drifter Casey, Quarter Butcher. An 86 SAS Worlds Collide. Doesn't have an asking price. Make an offer. Being sold by Xander for to win. Triple candle unit. That's unique. Neutron Shark, Titan Guardian, Graft. In Saurian, we have Double Ludo, Shrix, Tricerian Legionary, Double Axiom. No fun capture stuff in Saurian, though. And then in Star Alliance, we have Double Stealth Mode, Red Alert, a Maverick Inspector. That's pretty cool. Chief Garcia, Cloaking Dongle, Techivore, Pulpate. All right, 80 success, Worlds Collide. Could be yours. Unless people start finding more DT decks to open and someone gets the Evil Twin to match one of my decks. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess with triple Kindle unit out, if you reap, they draw 3 cards. Ooh. Very interesting. All right, next up we have an 85 SAS Worlds Collide deck being sold by Chelsea98, aka Easy Galena Arpia, in Conchlis di Baitoforte. Doesn't have a listing price. Make an offer. What is even the highest SAS DT for sale? I think it's 80 something. Let's check. Search decks. For sale, DT, search. It's 89 SAS, and then it jumps down to 83. 89 SAS for $350. Being sold by Kmarch. Partenio Rombo de Tuono La Prestigiosa. Triple Eddy. Dataforge. Ooh, Dataforge with double PI Sweven, triple Eddy, Theory or Conjecture, or Forgive or Forget. And it's got Gross Hings with Triska. Could definitely set up that Dataforge. 2 CR Officer Hawkins. I like that. And Chelonia and Double Deepwater Gruen with Witch of the Dawn. Only 2.7C, although it does have the Fang Tooth. 26 creatures, though. 26 creatures. This one does look pretty good. This one looks pretty good. Let's see. Sorry, go back to this. You said TMTP with Skeleton Key. Yep, and the double Ronnie. And Saurian, we have. Oh, this one's got some tricks. This one's got some tricks, but because look what you can do. It's got a transporter platform, and you can play stuff off house with Imperial Road. So you can play the Reader Gallum off house with Imperial Road, and then bounce it back to your hand with transporter platform to try and jack up their key cost to get more out of your too much to protect. You can also do the same with putting out Compsus Harassbucks, and then getting 2 hits on your Ingram or your Sensor Chief Garcia or your Chief Engineer Walls. So this one's got lots of pretty cool tricks. Got a Stunner. Yeah, double walls with Walls Blaster and Platform and Stunner. Yeah, it's got some pretty cool tricks in this one. It's pretty well rounded. It's got a Hawk for artifact control. No safety in numbers. Okay, the creature control is a little weak. You might have to rely on your Spartosaur. If they kill that, you don't have any board wipes. But it does have 19 creatures, ways to protect your own creatures. Yeah, it's pretty spicy. That one looks pretty cool. I always like decks with neat tricks that they can do. All right, next up we have Partenia. Oh, wait. We just looked at this one. This is the highest DT. Okay. Next up, we have the man that elects trinkets, a 89 SAS Worlds Collide, being sold by Conte Calle Top Decks. No listed price. Dis logo Star Alliance. Double Evil Eye Exhume, but no Infernus. Caller of Subordination. But it does have Code Monkey, Double Daughter, Eddie, Double Igor, Neutron Shark, Titan Guardian, and Graft. Pretty nice logos. And in Star Alliance, it's got a United Action, a Book of IEQ, double Kirby with transporter platform, Garcia cloaking dongle. All right, the man that elects trinkets can be yours. Ooh, all right. Astron is really hyping this deck that he's just put up for sale. Not that he wants to sell it or anything. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, next up we have the Mellow Emperor, also being sold by Conte Cali Top Decks. Also, no price listed. Looking for offers. An 85 SAS Worlds Collide. This one has a EE on the fringes with double Poltergeist, double Exhume, and triple Draining Touch. In logos, we have Graft, Entropic Swirl is always fun. Tau Tau Vapors, Dysania. That could be an awesome Exhume target. Igor, Neutron Shark, Discombobulator. And in Star Alliance, Lay of the Land, Tachyon Pulse, Kirby, Information Officer Gray, and Encounter Suit. Okay. Red Alert is only board wipe. Not a ton of Ember Control. Lots of speed. Lots of artifact control. Interesting looking deck. Is it mellow? It might be mellow. I don't know. And then last up, I was hyping it up. Well, not last up because we have a new one from Anxious Pirate. Second to last. Let's put this one over here. Second to last, we have a super high AOA. 93 SAS AOA. What? Being sold by Joker. Gecko. Girovago de Balastrama 93 SAS, and this one looks really spicy actually. It's got Brig with Sloppy Labwork, Wild Wormhole, Memory Chip Redacted, Double Archimedes, Igor, Helperbot, Sutterkin, and ZYX Researcher. The Shadows has triple Life for the Life with Bren the Fanatic, Lights Out, Miasma, Special Delivery, Double Ring of Invisibility, and in the disc we have Key to Dis, Three Fates, Poltergeist, Unlock Gateway, Life Ward. So what's cool about this is there's so many ways to kill your Brend. With the key to this, you can get some really good value off of Archimedes. Place that next to your Brend. Place that next to your Igor, your Helperbot, your ZYX Researcher. Hit the key to dis. Hit the Life Ward. I mean, this has tons of plays. Tons of plays. Really, really spicy deck. It is beautiful, beautiful. We can check out your deck if you want, Quick Draw. Yeah, this deck is good. I may have been even chatting to Joker about it. Not that it's probably in my budget. Just seeing what he was talking about. We can if you want. It's fun to look at decks. So if you want, just post a link. No, never, never. Okay. And then finally, wait, we didn't want this. We wanted this. We have Astron, aka Anxious Pirates, new deck just went for sale while we were streaming. Peterson the Arid, 86 SAS Worlds Collide. He is asking $300 for it. Saurian Star Alliance Untamed. Glypigan Ideal with Tribute, 6 Semper, Library, Golden Spiral with Philophosaurus and Ludo, and Legionary and Double Scutum. This is a beautiful Saurian. Beautiful Saurian. In Star Alliance, we have Double Kirby, Lay of the Land, Tabor, Walls with Double Kirby's Blaster and Dongle. Oh man, Double Kirby with Double Kirby's Blaster. Wow. A Kirkar for some protection. And in Untamed, we have Nature's Call, Regrowth, Flaxia, Ghost Hawk. Oh, wow. Musak Murmuk, Double Penpaka Jaga, Teliga. I love Teliga. Camouflage and Wild Spirit. This, yeah, with the Kirby's, you can be playing all sorts of crazy stuff. You can regrowth your other Kirby or your walls, bring back your Kirby's Blaster. You can Nature's Call off of Kirby's to play your Kirby again, your walls again. Wow. Yeah, lots of nice tricks in this one. Let's see. Creature control doesn't have any board wipes, but lots of speed. 18 creatures. Definitely just trying to get the tribute tricks off. Yeah, this can probably generate Ember pretty quick. Very cool deck. Very cool deck. Listed for $300. Yeah. It lacks an A and C, but it more just tries to momentum the opponent. Yeah, I could see that this is just this one probably always kind of has a tempo, and so opponents always trying to respond to it. Very cool deck. Well, thanks for sharing. Thanks for posting it during our stream so that we could talk about it. It's got a lot of neat tricks. I mean, you can do Tribute 6 Semper on a Star Alliance play. That's pretty nuts. Lots of protection for your Ember and Saurian. Alrighty. Some fun decks tonight. Some fun decks. I've actually just started to make a list of decks that I'm interested in, but I need to do some testing on them. Still feel like I need to fill a hole or two in my NKFL lineup, so, but I gotta do some testing on them to see if they're worth it. Okay. Let us move on. On to, we're going to skip the deck spotlight today. Should be back next week. I gotta check. Oh, next week is the first. Okay, I think it should be good. Oh, I got holes in my lineup. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, but we are gonna crack a pack, and we got options. So, AOA, Worlds Collide, Mass Mutation. What are y'all feeling like? What are y'all feeling like? While you guys decide, I'll get a knife. Not Worlds Collide. Just throw it away. Mass Mutation, says Astron. I don't know, we've seen a lot of spicy AOA decks tonight. But, sold. Mass Mutations it is. Pretty much every week we see spicy Mass Mutations decks, so maybe we'll see another. Let's see, what's my wish list? I don't have any really good Dav decks. I don't have any really good Quixelstone decks. I have an okay Eaton's Jar deck. MM is always fun to open. Gotta love the enhancements. Ooh, You need just something with just paste to dumb dudes. Well, I hope I get a lot of enhancements. That's what I always like to see. I want 20 plus enhancements. Yeah, I'm greedy for enhancements. You got any good Maleficorn decks? None that come to mind. I'd have to look. Maleficorn is pretty sweet. I would take a Maleficorn deck. Unfortunately, I do not have Dis. Oh yeah, Mass Mutation, Board Flood. Yep, that is the meta. Okay, we have MacLeod, the Speaker of Evolution. Ooh, I like this Archon. Grayscale is always a OP, right? And then we got this cool, like, Majora's Mask thing going on. The Keyforge equivalent. Um, Looks pretty cool. Star Alliance Saurian logos. And we start out with what we always want to see in logos mass mutations. Autoencoder. After a card is discarded from your hand, archive the top card of your deck. Next up, more speed, Daughter. During your draw cards, draw an additional card. Boosted Diametric Charge. Play, deal 1 damage to a creature with 2 damage splash. Cool bots. Don't look at explosions. Whoop whoop. Double Diametric Charge. Diametric? I don't know. We have Infomorph. All right. We got some enhancements coming. We have a Munchling. Oh my goodness. A standardized testing with a capture and chew drop pips. Play, destroy each creature with the highest and lowest power, and each creature with the highest power. Or, yeah, I said that wrong, but you know what it is. The logos like to call it aggressive motivation. Probably not where I want to see my pips. We'll see. Duo diametric. Oh, thanks, Dinobot. He's got it. He's got it covered. That's right.
Duodiametric charge.
Okay, we have a Forge compiler. There we go. We ward all of our creatures before we kill them with standardized testing. We have a Research Smoko with a capture pip. Destroyed, archive the top card of your deck. Can you capture the essence of this apple in your drawing? We have, oh, hey, that's fun. Entropic Swirl. Play, choose a creature. For each trait that creature has, deal 2 damage to it and gain 1 Ember. And we have a Lycobot. Skirmish, Reap. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. And we have a Xenobot. And that's our logos. Okay. Always love to see the autoencoder. We have a ton of mutants. Too bad we didn't get a mutagenic serum. But not too bad. Not too bad so far. Let's actually shuffle our next house, or both the next houses. That didn't work. That's why I did the wrong thing. What? Oh, never mind. I screwed up. Okay. Shuffling the next house, which is Saurian. Let's see. Next week is March. Will we find out about when we're going to get Winds of Exchange? All right, on to Saurian. First up, we got Ancient Power. The green screen is loving it. Play, ward each friendly creature with Ember on it. Remember, they only look old-fashioned. Commander Chan. They only look old-fashioned. Next up, we have Pterodactyl. Enters play stun, only deals 4 damage, 1 fighting. Before fight, deal 4 damage to each neighbor of the creature pterodactyl fights. We have a Legacy Imperium. Ooh. Play ward 2 friendly creatures. 1,000,000 years ago, the Empire rose. 1,000,000 years from now, it will still stand. That's a spicy legacy. I like to see that. That would be good with like a Faust. You might say the Star Alliance look old-fashioned. Yeah. Yeah, that is a good card. Oh, we have Optio-Gorkus, elusive. Each of Optio-Gorkus's neighbors gain destroyed. Move each ember on this creature to a neighboring Optio-Gorkus. We have a defense initiative. We have the common ward card in both Worlds Collide and Mass Mutation. All right, we're going to be doing some warding. We also have an Ancient Power. We could have a annoying board if we actually have a board to go with it. Consul Primus, Reap, move 1 ember from 1 creature to another. We have Cornicen Octavia, action capture 2 ember. The Cornicens go first, so the rest of us don't have to hear them. Primus Ingus. We have a Chant of Hubris. Play, move 1 ember from a creature to another creature. We get it. You're the best. Now come out and fight. Grown Nine Toes. Gron Nine Toes. Okay. We need like a couple more creatures and like a city-state interest and a Faust. Oh yeah, we have the Forge Compiler too. We're going to be warding all over. And we got our Faust. Your opponent's keys cost +1 ember for each friendly creature with an ember on it. Play, you may exalt a friendly creature. All right. We needed some ember control. We have another defense initiative. Ward everybody. We have more warding than creatures. We have a humble. Play, exhaust a creature. If you do, move 3 ember from that creature to the common supply. Darn you! Darn you all to dis! You blew it up! And finally, we have a Theros Centurion. Play, fight, capture 1 ember for the good of the Republic. All right, and on to Star Alliance. Let's see if we have a lot of cool stuff we can ward here too. We want Captain Valjerko, we want Nell with a whole bunch of upgrades, and we want Mattermaker. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna start with Commander Chan. Fight Reap, use another friendly creature. Our mission didn't end, it just changed. We have an access denied with the Ember and a capture pip. This creature cannot reap. Red flashing lights mean the same thing on every world in the Grand Star Alliance. We have Crewman Yorg. Action. If Crewman Yorg has no Star Alliance neighbors, steal 1 ember. In before encounter shoot or force field. He's calling it. He's calling it. We have a survey. Play. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard 1 of them. We have a subdue. Play. Deal 1 damage to a creature and stun it. We should have done this outside. Medic Ingram. We have a Observe You Max with a draw pip. We need a transporter platform with these upgrades. This creature gains Fight, Reap, Capture 1 Ember. When attuned to the vibro frequency of Ember, the Observe You Max is a scout's best friend. But yeah, you're right, Ketzer. We need more warding. More warding! We have a Umbra Alien, elusive. Fight. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Put 1 into your hand and 1 on the bottom of your deck. All right, we still have a chance for 3 Kirby's and 2 Valjerkos. But no, we have Blast Shielding. Encounter suits very, very little brother. This creature gets +2 armor. Oh man, another upgrade. Observe you max again. Lots of upgrades. We need a transporter platform or our Nell or our matter maker. We have an Antony. Play, capture all your opponent's Ember. At the end of your turn, move one Ember from Anthony to your opponent's pool. We have another Crewman Yorg. Well, we have some more creatures to ward. And last card of the deck, Quintrino Flux. Choose a friendly creature and enemy creature. Destroy the chosen creatures and each creature with the same power as either of the chosen creatures. So that is Mechlaw, the Speaker of Evolution. A fun little Legacy Imperium. I'm not sure what to think of this deck. It doesn't have a lot of Ember control. It's really lacking on the Ember control. But I think the board would be a pain to deal with all the warding. Yeah, so fun little deck. And that's a nice quick little stream for today. What do we have coming up? At some point, we need to play our Archon Best of 3 League match versus J Philibig. I said that weird, but and next week we'll have another NKFL match versus Zeramis. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Lots of exciting stuff. Always fun talking through the latest sales with you all. Y'all rock, and you all have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, or wherever you're at. Have a great time doing your thing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Forge on and prosper.